Right guys, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about what I did to get my first one-arm chin-up. Now this is in response to a video I posted the other day where you saw a video of me. It's actually an old video from a couple of years back doing a full range one-arm chin from a dead stop. Now this is a very difficult feat of strength to do and it requires specific training in order to master it. So a couple of years back I was doing a lot of calisthenics specific training, but before I actually started specific one-arm chin training I was already very strong at weighted chin-ups and weighted hanging from the bar. So this is what I'm going to teach you first, because if you want to do it from a dead stop, which is the strict version, if you look around at people doing it in the park maybe, or videos on YouTube, usually just jump up onto the bar and that's kind of cheating the movement. So you want to get really strong at going from a passive to an active hang. That's the first requirement. So I'm going to demonstrate that now. So you can choose a pull-up grip or a chin-up grip. Obviously you want it specific to whatever you're doing. So I'm going to show a pull-up grip for now. But you want to hang from the bar like this, a passive hang. Okay, so when you're in a passive hang, your scapula is elevated. And you want to practice hanging like this and then depressing the scapula into what's known as an active hang. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Hold it for a few seconds, lower down. Depress the scapula, hold it for a few seconds, and down. So you want to master that movement there. That's going to help with the initiation of the movement, which a lot of people struggle with. Because when you're going from a dead hang, initially your first movement in the chin is going to be to depress the scapula like so. Okay, so it's going to be elevated up like this. You need to depress to start the movement. So once you've got good with the two-hand version, obviously you want to start working with one hand. Now, this probably ain't going to look too good because I've not been doing any specific training for this. You want to hang, and then go up like so, hold the position. But you only have the strength to do this once you've got good at the two-arm version. So I'll just show a few on the other arm as well. Scapula's elevated, and you want to focus on depressing that scapula. It's a very specific strength that you'll have to develop. So it will take time, but this is going to be key if you want to do a dead stop one-arm chin. So you focus on doing that, and that's your bottom position covered. Now, as I talked about, before I started the one-arm chin specific training, I was already very strong at weighted chin-ups, weighted pull-ups, and all variations in between. So obviously, focus on progressing your normal two-handed weighted chin and weighted pull-up. Once you got quite strong at that, I think I could do at least half of my body weight attached to the dip belt before I started specific one-arm chin training, so that might give you a reference value. But you want to work on the top position. So we've shown a bit about how you work on that bottom position. Now for the top position, you want to chin up to the bar, then you want to focus on going to one side. So more stress is going on this left arm here. And then focus it on the other side, more stress is going on there. So you want to focus holding each position more, and that's going to get the required strength to start loosening that grip and eventually just hanging with one arm in the top position. So I'll demonstrate what I mean now. Pay attention to my grip on the bar. So you can see, slacken the grip and more tension is on this left arm, and eventually, slowly but surely, you'll be able to hang like that. Now of course, make sure it's even, do it on the other hand, slacken the grip, and just hold this top position for time, get strong there. So once you've got strong in that top position, holding yourself with one arm, you've got good at doing the passive to active hangs with one arm. I like to look at it like you've then mastered the bottom and the top positions of the movement. So now you just need to fill in the strength to do the middle of the range of motion. And that basically comes from doing negatives. Now I'm going to show you a special way that you can do this also, using the positive, but right now, a bit about negative specific training. So what you do is, obviously you want to be strong, holding yourself just like that, and in the bottom position before attempting this. Because if you attempt this too soon, you will injure yourself, okay? So be careful with that. You can even try doing negatives with just a few fingers on there, and slowly like that. It's probably a decent idea. I don't think I actually did that, but to be on the safe side, it's probably best to practice that first. But yeah, so you want to work on getting up to the top, getting there. You've already mastered this position. Then lower yourself slowly. And don't forget about this range there. A lot of people drop on the last quarter of the range, but you want to strengthen that because people struggle to get going on the one arm chin. Usually when people are going on the one arm chin, it's sorted, but they just can't even start it. They're just hanging from the bar and do not have the strength that we talked about. From the passive to active, and then initiating the movement. So once you've got strong in all them positions, you're probably getting somewhere close to being able to do a one arm chin. However, this is a unique method that I'm not sure if I came up with it myself. I'm sure other people have done it, but it's very simple to do, and you don't even need a dip belt. I'm using a dip belt here because a lot of people have it. And if you've been doing the weighted chins, you probably have one as well, but you could use a rope or anything. Now this is basically going to work as some sort of assistance. So unfortunately I don't have any carabiners with me because they're all at my flat, but basically I'd attach a weight plate to the end of here, like so, say 5 kilograms, hook it through, put a carabiner on there. So there's some resistance on there, okay? Let's just pretend. And then I'd get a grip on that, hang from the bar, and then I'd try and pull myself up, okay? Now this would be making it a bit easier, but over time you get less and less weight on here to make it harder. Then eventually I ended up with just the dip belt, no weight attached, just like this, and I could do full one arm chins. And then when I was at that point, all it was a matter of my psychology, just to be able to take off that dip belt, and then you should be good to go and do that one arm chin, okay? Now, I would demonstrate it for you, but as I said at the start of the video, I can't currently do one because I've not been doing the specific training. But in a few weeks you'll probably see that coming. But I think off the top of my head, that's all the tips that I have for doing a one arm chin. If you got any questions about this, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you like the video, please like the video and look out for more awesome content coming soon.